Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody is really doing well. Welcome to this live stream and welcome to the new week, guys. So, before we talk about and we discuss about Ethereum or Bitcoin or even the market or even SPX Finder, that's what we're going to discuss as well. And gold and uranium as well, because the uranium is a good opportunity. You should not miss it. It's not a financial advice, guys, but yeah, these are the things that I'm going to discuss in this live stream. Also, our plans for going down is playing very nicely. It's just that we've been missing some entries. Yesterday, I wanted a dump on ease, and I just wanted a small scam move. But from 1685 levels, it's a good levels. Honestly, we have bounced almost like 6 times from those levels. I was expecting a small scam pump from that levels, but unfortunately, did not got it and lost the scalp on ETH. I just would like to be very honest on the the challenge, but the challenge is going on, and we're just going to take more trades, inshallah. So should not be worried about it. Right now, what I feel overall for the market is, the market is currently at a very crucial level, guys. The chart, what is there in front of your screen, is the USDT dominance. And if you remember, since few days and few months where everybody were just looking for 36,000, 38,000 move from 31,500 levels, just recall what I mentioned, that we just going to reject from 31,000 max 31,850 levels, and just going to, even we took a shot at those levels, if you remember, and we're just going to dump to 24,800 levels. 24,800 was the first level where I was expecting a good bounce, and I've already explained in the previous live stream as to what 24,800 level was. That was a good levels, pretty good levels, weekly plus daily naked POC. That's the only thing that it has. No other levels, only weekly plus daily naked POC. And when you have both the naked POCs at the same levels, definitely they're going to be huge bounces. So practically that's what the bounce is for, like a 2% move, which is fine. But overall, what you guys are interested in knowing, that whether we are topped or on local front, or we are bottom on overall, not local bottom but like a big bottom, or what exactly is going to happen. So before we discuss or even think about going on to what you say is Bitcoin or Ethereum, we're just going to first look at the chart. The chart is, which is in front of your screen, is USDT dominance. And before we go to that USDT dominance, I would just like to tell you one thing, guys, that Bybit has is going to give away $1,000 worth of USDT to one of my followers. You just simply have to follow 3 steps. Either you create Bybit account using the link, my referral link, and you fill the form, or if you are already having a Bybit account either with my referral link or someone else, or no link, then you simply fill the form and mention the UID, and you have to have minimum $100 minimum balance in your account, and you complete the Google form. There is a Google form in the tweet pinned to my it's already pinned actually, and this is what it is. This is the tweet I posted, and you just follow me and Bybit. That's it. And the campaign is going to run for like 15 days, and in the month of July, the winner is going to be announced with like a $1,000 USDT in their Bybit wallet, which you can withdraw. Okay, guys. So just don't miss to fill the form. You not necessarily have to create account using my link. Even if you're using someone else's link, that's completely fine. You just have to fill this form and mention your just UID. That's it. Just don't miss it. Whatever the exchanges are giving you, take it. $1,000. It's easy money. You don't have to do anything. Just take it. Give or take it. Just $1,000. Even I have created another account using my referral link, and I've just filled it. And well, it's good. I mean, exchanges are giving you free money. You should take it, of course. I know it sounds cheap, but yeah, I don't want to spend anything. I'm just going to think whatever exchange is going to give me. So yeah. So guys, what are we going to do about it? So this is the USDT dominance chart, and for those guys who don't know what exactly this chart is, this is this chart tells us that what in the total crypto market cap, what is the percentage of USDT people are holding at this moment. So how much USDT is dominating the overall crypto market cap, so that's what it means. And it tells you probably that if the, in a layman language, I just want to explain you, if the USDT dominance increases, that means, or you see that it's going to pump, which clearly is not a good sign or healthy sign for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and overall market, which tells you that people are piling up USDT, which means that they are exiting from the market. They are, just having cash in their hand. That's what they prefer right now. And when it dumps, it tells you that people are looking to invest in the market at this moment. So right now, what exactly are we looking for? So for those guys who are from Walsh Wealth Group, for those who don't know, Walsh Wealth is a very nice community, and we have a lot of good traders. So in Walsh Wealth Group, when we were literally here, I mentioned that there is a very high likely, this is not the levels where you should FOMO in Bitcoin, but these are the levels where I personally feel, these are the levels where we bought Bitcoin at 16,800, if you remember. But I also told you that these are not the levels to short the Bitcoin, because Bitcoin might literally form a good ascending triangle, and that's exactly what it does. It just went to 786, accumulated heavily, and now it's pumping back up. 7.9 to 7.98% was the first level. I thought that we may see some sort of a cool rejection from those levels, even if it was a tiny rejection. Yes, we got a very tiny rejection from those levels, but we found support at equilibrium of this overall big range. So right now we have a good EQ support for the USA dominance. So we have a good support at 7.54%. So now you have this support, you have this ascending triangle theory in play. So clearly it tells you that there is no back off from this theory, which clearly tells you that this is very, very likely to play out. Now just look at this chart on a very, very high time frame, practically. So this is the daily chart, and I posted it on Twitter as well. What does this indicate? Whether it's a bull or bear, you can also answer as well. Well, the way I see the structure, I clearly see that the move here was the 5-wave moves towards wave 1, and this was some sort of an irregular flat for the wave 2. So that was your wave 2, and you got a very nice expanding and a bull run for wave 3. And right now we are in an accumulation for a wave 4, where E is going to end somewhere around 8%. Might not even get that E, guys. E is always a question mark, but that's for D is always where you start looking for, when you get any pullback from the D, it's where you start looking for shorts. And you're gonna get one more push up for the wave 5. But whenever this wave 5 is going to finish, in my view, it's going to most likely finish between 10.49 to somewhere between 10.9%. Once it finishes, I am damn sure we're just going to see a very massive dump on the USDT dominance. And let me tell you, the massive dump on the USDT dominance can literally going to take it under a 1.89%. Okay, and I'm not kidding. Now, two things might happen when we literally reach to 10.5%. Two things might happen. One thing that I want to tell you, and it's very open, guys. I'm not fudding anything, but you just have to listen it or hear it very carefully. Don't miss it. One thing is CBDC is getting introduced when we literally USD dominance is at 11%, and the USD literally vanishes from the market. And this is how it just starts dumping, and the market, all the money from the USDT goes and pump into the market, with like Bitcoin going nuts, Ethereum going nuts, and that's how the money goes. Second thing is, the market is literally going to start a heavy bull run. So a big bull run, which clearly indicates that a dumping USD dominance from 11% or 10.8% to 2% or under 2% going to take a big balls for the bulls. Literally it's just going to pump to the new heights. My target for Bitcoin, I've already showed you or posted in my corner yesterday with a high time frame analysis. I'm going to show you the two bull and bear analysis for the Bitcoin after the USD dominance chart. But let me show you that this is a very bullish chart for USD dominance for the Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is a very bullish chart. It's not bearish. okay, for Ethereum and Bitcoin, this might be a little bit bearish for in a midterm. In a midterm, like let's say there is a possibility that we might get another 40 to 50% dump across the board. Okay, that's a very high likely, but it's going to be very good opportunity for crypto market, guys. And I think whatever you're going to get this time, this I think I don't know how many people tells you or gives you a check. I'm telling you officially, and I'm giving you in writing, this is just your going to be your last dump, okay, to buy cheap ETH, to buy cheap altcoins, and to buy cheap Bitcoin. Absolutely last dump for this bear market. If this USD dominance ascending triangle plays out, this is just going to be your last dump, guys. And trust me, this last dump means you don't want to shave your capital in case you want to just gamble on one trade. No. So how are you going to make millions, guys? How are you going to, have you even dream of making millions, or be like a millionaire, or be like, a rich kid or whatever? Have you ever gave a thought about it? I'm going to help you guys, inshallah. So what you want is, you are not going to take any leverage trades when we see a big fat dump on Bitcoin. Let's say if this USD dominance chart plays out, Bitcoin goes under 50,000, 15K, you are not going to take any leverage trade. You're simply going to buy spot bags on Bitcoin. That's it. What you're going to do, simply gonna buy spot bags for Bitcoin. That's it. And now when we actually get a confirmation that USD dominance is topped out, and let's say we think that this is very bullish for the overall market, but just in case, the worst case scenario is if it flips these levels and if it just keeps on pumping up like this and the whole market goes nuts, that is a very different story. And that's the reason I'm saying is it's better to just buy spots. Buying Bitcoin spots under 18,000 is a very free money. It's a good investment for the long term. If you're talking about 5 years down the line, it's going to be a good investment. Right now, what I want to tell you is, do not be greedy. Do not look for leverage positions on USDT. So when CBDC introduces, USDT derivative platforms are going to crash and they won't give you any exit liquidity, trust me. So you have to formulate a plan. What plan are you going to have, guys? What plan? The best plan is spot bags. You hold the spot bags. Bitcoin, nobody can, disregard Bitcoin. So you hold the Bitcoin, you hold Ethereum. That's the only two big coins I'm going to recommend to hold. I won't say buy XRP and hold. I won't say buy Litecoin and hold. No. But I would say Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's it. That's the two things you should definitely hold once you get this big pump on the USD dominance for the final pump, and Bitcoin dump and Ethereum dump. Okay. Now here's what we're gonna do. So once you have bought Bitcoin and Ethereum under 18,000 bucks, whatever the price that would be, lucky if you bought it, average price would be 15K, whatever, I don't know. I will try personally to take my average spot back price anything under 15K if given a chance and opportunity. Definitely. Currently, my 25% average bag is at 16,800 for Bitcoin. I still have 75% USDT, and I've not sold a single Bitcoin at 31,000 for when it went at 31,000. Why? Because I'm just accumulating BTC for the next bull run, guys. I'm just going to accumulate it. That's it. Because my target for the next bull run on Bitcoin is something you should definitely not miss it. It's coming. I'm going to show you, and it's very. I'm going to give you a brief explanation as to why I think that Bitcoin can literally go to $500,000 in the next bull run. Yes, you hear me right. How? You might think that I'm speaking nonsense. No, I have a basis. I have a theory, and every bull run hits that target. Booyah! So why this time it missed? No, it doesn't. It did not miss. We're just going to get the target. Might even surpass the target. But yes, 500,000 is doable. So I'm just going to take you there. So that's the reason I'm telling you, do not waste on simply just putting your money on the leverage. You start with the spot bags, and then we slowly build coin margin Bitcoin contracts. You don't trade in USDT. We trade in Bitcoin. We want to make more Bitcoin. We want the Bitcoin, our Bitcoin balance to go up. So for example, technically, if you can only buy one Bitcoin under 15K or 20K, just buy one Bitcoin and do not long or have more than 3x leverage on your coin margin Bitcoin contract. Is going to give you a good opportunity, my friend. Okay, because the pump possibility from 18K is literally like 30x, 30x. So practically 30x in your just one Bitcoin means that you're going to make roughly around, with 3x leverage, you're going to roughly make around 90 Bitcoins in the overall pump. And that 90 Bitcoins plus your one Bitcoin you bought, that is equal to 91 Bitcoin, and that 91 Bitcoin multiplied by 500,000 would be how much, my friends? Can someone compute on a calculator? You would be multi-fucking millionaire. Okay, so just take my advice and do not blindly go into leverage trades when you get this opportunity to buy Bitcoin. So this is what I see for the USD dominance. This is a very bullish count and a very bullish long term, slightly bearish in the midterm, but it's a good opportunity. Now, the alternative count for this whole USD dominance, alternative count is, so we simply have one more pump towards 886 towards 9% or 8.77 to 9%, and from there we start rejecting, and that's a big rejection. And when we see something like this, we are literally going under 8% one more time. That would mean the top is in, and this is how it's just going to go. And that would also mean that this is A, this is B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to do something like this. A possibility is always there. So this is a very bearish count for USDT and a bullish count for Bitcoin. On this would be very bullish for Bitcoin in the midterm, meaning that Bitcoin is most likely going to hold $22,000 levels, and 22,000, or maybe I would say $21,000 levels. So we are holding 21.1K. We're not going to break 21.1K if this has to play out, and that 21.1K from there BTC is going to go to respective towards 46K. I don't drink, my friend. I never drink. I'm not sure about you, but I don't drink. So practically, this is the bullish count on Bitcoin on the midterm, and the bearish count I've already mentioned actually. So this is what we have for the USDT dominance, the USDT dominance. Now let's talk about Bitcoin on the higher-term time frame. So I'm just going to take you to BLX, BLX, Bravecoin Liquid Index. We're just going to go to the 2-day chart on the Bitcoin, and I'm just going to turn it into log scale chart because we have a lot of history on this thing. And yep, so here is our chart, and so let me tell you one thing. I have hide everything over here. What all fibs do I have? I'm just going to keep the fibs for once. I just want to know whether I have deleted everything or not. Perfect, I don't have anything. So let's start with from here, okay, my friends. So I'm just going to start from here. So this was our big first pump, okay, that we had experienced in 11, and this was the retracement that we had. And let me tell you one thing, every retracement that we had in the past was between 0.382 Fibonacci levels is 0.5 from the initiation of the pump. Remember, from the initiation of the pump. Okay, so I'm not going to go into that, but I'm just going to give you what would be the next target for the BTC, probably. and ideally what target it should be having. So if you remember, and if you've been trading with me in Walsh Wealth, at least we have learned one thing: two levels, one for fib in a retracement, and 2 for 1 for fib in a pump. Whenever we have a bigger move, 2 4 1 4, always reject. Remember, first example, what we did, we just had a huge pump from the bottom and rejected almost a 2 4 1 4, find support at 1618, and between 1618 and 1414, as you can say. So that was a big pump of 2013. So what is next? Let's repeat this whole thing again and again. So we start a bull run when? At 2015, and that bull run just literally went to 2 4 1 4, at $20,500 levels, 2 4 1 4, and when? Where did it find support? 1618 at 1414 fib. Okay, so this is not a coincidence, guys. Okay, this was our support. So what is next, guys? What should be the next target ideally? What should be the next target ideally for the BTC, guys? Ideally, our target should have been, 274K instead of 63K, and from there it should have found support at 63K. So isn't it a good opportunity? Which means that BTC have not finished its bull run target. Honestly, if I have to tell you, we are not in the bear market. This is the bear market in the bigger bull run. It's like a kind of a retracement or an accumulation. Something is happening at this moment. That's what this chart tells you. Now ideally, where exactly we would be bottoming? The bottom for BTC normally, if you look at it, normally bottoms somewhere around 0.886 fib to 786 fib from the bottom to the top. If you will just probably take the numbers. So I'm just going to delete this for an instance, okay, because I've already have fibs drawn. So this is just want to prove my want to show that what exactly the kind of analysis I have. So this is the number I have on the screen, and these are the counts that I have. Let me show you, my friends. Let me show you. Perfect. So, well, if you see, a kind of, so we're going to go, scammer? Who the fuck is the scammer? Anyways, I have never scammed anyone, not even asked for a single money from anyone. I don't know what does he talk about. Anyways, so what does it have is, you'll just look at the trend line that we have running from 2015, and for the first time Bitcoin have dumped under the trend line. Just look at here, forget about the counts and the charts that we are having. Just look at here, we literally dumped here from $20,800 levels, and we just found good support here. These are some fib levels. And continuously we have been testing these levels, the trend line, and we are rejecting again. So now logically the support is at 21,800, 21,900, as I mentioned. We are not going to most likely go under 21K if the midterm USDT bearish count follows. This one, the one I just recently talked about. If this is likely to happen, BTC is not going under 21.8 in my view. So now, so first thing we have, the broken trend line. Okay, we have the broken trend line. Second thing, just look at the count, guys. Just look at the count. We have not done a bigger cycle yet. We are not done with the grand super cycle. No, even if Bitcoin is finished 10 years, a decade of its existence, we are not done with the grand super cycle. A grand super cycle needs to finish a 2414 Fibonacci level pump, which is pending for 3 times, which is pending. Okay, so we are not yet done. Second thing is, you know, these are the 2 counts I have for the Bitcoin. First, a bullish count. Second, a bearish count. A bullish count you can see already in the white one, which tells you that BTC is not going to make new lows. Okay, BTC is not going to BTC is not going to make new lows. We are already bottom. This whole thing means that we are already bottom, and we have already started a bull run, the bigger wave 5 of the bull run. And you know, this is like we are in the wave 2 at this point, and we're just going to pump it towards our target of 567,693. That's like a bigger 2414 fib. Our minimum target is 270k. An extended target with, like, you know, this 567 I have derived with an assumption that Bitcoin is bottom or at 15,400. So if you take the highs and bottoms as every time we have done it, we normally would achieve 567k on Bitcoin. Ideally, that would be the target for the Bitcoin next run. A minimum target would be 270. Extended target would be 570k. That's what this whole nexus is. But let's say, you know, let's say if bottom is not in, if you are literally in the bear market, the bottom is not in, the green count is going to follow, which means that BTC is going to literally around 11 to maybe 10,500k. Then Bitcoin next target would be $1 million, guys, which you won't be able to even resist. So buying Bitcoin at $12,000, if you get an opportunity, you need to sell all your assets. You need to sell everything. No car, no iPhone, nothing. Whatever the money you can get it from anywhere, just put all your funds in Bitcoin. Not a financial advice, guys. Do not consider this as a financial advice. But what I'm telling is something you should think about it. Okay? But this is what I think. You get an opportunity like this, the green count plays out, as I mentioned, for the USDT dominance. This green count goes with my USDT dominance plan, that we're just going to pump up towards like this, and from there, boo, like this. This is how my BTC, you know, this bull run count plays out. You have one more shit down like this, everything goes under, and then you keep on pumping, and Bitcoin literally goes towards $1 million, guys. But if literally BTC goes to 10, 11, anything under 12k, let me tell you, all the banks in the New York street, in America, China, I would say Russia, Iran, and India, France, Italy, UK, I would say Europe, the whole Europe, everyone is going to buy Bitcoin. And this time it's not going to be institutional investor. This time it's going to be bank, governments. This time it's going to be people like BlackRock. You know, BlackRock is silently accumulating Bitcoin, guys. You don't know about it. They have accumulated huge bags between 16,000 to 18,000 in the disclosure. If you look at the investment disclosure, they have accumulated heavily. And once they have accumulated, the pump happened. So we were also thinking on FTX fiasco, Bitcoin just slightly dumped actually. I mean, it was not like a big move the way we had in the May from the Luna fiasco. So someone has to be buying. And yes, people like BlackRock, they were buying heavily. They've bought big bags of Bitcoin, guys. And I do think that they are not buying Bitcoin for the short term or it's like a hedge. No, they have bought Bitcoin practically for the long term. They want, and they're just going to keep on holding it. They don't have any reason to sell because they are not going to liquidate. They're not going to. They have a huge money, guys, lot of money, and when they literally have eyes on something, they can literally have. They have a lot of money. They can buy, 24 million bitcoins from the market. Once, I mean, all the bitcoins are mined, of course. Whatever the Bitcoin they have in the market, they can literally buy it. Actually, they have that money, but they're just going to keep on suppressing the price, bring the news so that what I think is the Coinbase and Binance news, or the your FUD what we are watching, you know, is all orchestrated. It's all, you know, intentionally done to, you know, uh, these are all intentional, or these are the beginning steps from the US government to take, you know, the private exchanges down and to take full control on the Bitcoin and you know, and trading. Trust me, I think this is what exactly. So they're going to anyhow, whatever the proofs Binance or Coinbase is going to give, if this is how it is, you know, I think they literally have to bail out of someone. They have to pay huge fines. Either this is how they're going to do some settlements. If the settlement don't work, if Binance or Coinbase don't agree any settlement with them, they don't agree terms with, you know, SEC or US government, okay, I'm damn sure they're just going to be removed from the market and you won't even find them. Coinbase, Binance, poof, gone. But that's going to give a very interesting opportunity, and we will think that Binance is gone, the whole market is going to collapse. No, it's just going to give huge opportunity to people like, you know, government, people like central bank, people like, you know, BlackRock and many other big firms to buy Bitcoin, you know. Just remember, you only have 21 million Bitcoins versus 250 million millionaires in the whole world. Just imagine, you know. Of course, I've excluded the 250 million millionaires don't have. These are all you know, natural persons. I've excluded all the artificial persons, meaning it does not have any corporations, no companies, nothing. These are all natural persons. You can get all the list from the Google. So this is what I have for my bull run and bull case and bear case for Bitcoin, and I'm just going to follow this count. Okay, I'm just going to play this, and I'm going to keep on having you updated. Don't ask me the time frame, guys. I don't know the time frame, but what I can tell you one thing is something like this. We can just probably guess a little bit. Can't give you an exact number, but we can just have a good guess. Let me show you. Perfect. What I think is June ending is going to be good opportunity to buy Bitcoin, even if for a small bounces, and July is going to be good month. In my view, July is going to give you a good bounce across the board, even if it's like a retracement bounces, but yeah, it's going to be good bounce. So June end is most likely going to give you a nice opportunity to buy Bitcoin around 29-30th June. We will see based on the 1618 Fibonacci extension. Let's see what we have. So this is where I'm just going to compare slightly, okay guys? So you see exactly the 1618, and we accumulated between 1618 and 2414 Fibonacci levels. You see, slightly before 2414, if I just have to put one more fib, which we can get around 182. Let's keep it 2. 2 is now or 2272. 2.272 is 2.272. Okay. Over here, we're just going to do the same thing. Just going to have it here, 272. So we are most likely going to accumulate Bitcoin from 20th June 2023 till February next first quarter of 2024. This is the block where I think we're just going to accumulate. And from first quarter 2024, the bull run begins. The pump starts happening. You know, this is exactly how I foresee the market is most likely going to do if the bottom is in for the Bitcoin, guys. If you do happen to get one more dump to the new lows, okay, one more dump, then the timeline is going to slightly extend, you know. But right now, this is all based on the assumption that the bottom is in, and we're most likely going to buy, you know. we're going to get a nice opportunity somewhere around the year end 2023 December or early 2024. That's how the market seems to be doing most likely. And the prime levels, or I would say the top, based on this fibs, ideally for the Bitcoin would be somewhere around, maybe around this number. I would like to tell you what was this fib. It was I'm just going to remove 875 as I don't need it, and I'm going to add here 4272, which always plays a vital role, or you can also have 3618. Okay, somewhere around 3618 or 3 also. Slightly going to adjust a bit. So let's say if something like this happens, our tentative dates for a push or a top somewhere around would be where? Somewhere around April 2025. You know, like a whole year it will be good money, you know. This is how these are the time frames based on the fibs, guys. So not necessarily it's going to play out, but there is a probability, good 60% probability it plays out. It's based on the historical trend. But I think this is how all the things might play out, guys. So this is what we have for the horizontal time frame on the BLX exchange, on the BLX, not exchange, but the BLX, Bitcoin Liquidity Index. Now, here we talk about the lower term time frame, guys. I've been mentioning since like when we were literally topping up here at 28.5 or whatever. I've been saying that we just have to go down, guys, and every bounces we were looking for shorts. Right now what I see is we are literally having a double bottom from the weekly plus daily and POC, as I mentioned, A, B, and I'm looking for this move is like A, B, C, guys. We are not bottom, and we might see one more push up, something like this towards 25,600 to 25,700, or top might even be in. And I think we're going to have one more move down towards 1414 Fibonacci levels, 24,600 to $24,000 levels. Can even go to 23.8. But remember, overall, I think 24,000 to 24,600 is a very good levels to long Bitcoin here, or start building some positions, because I'm damn sure we're going to see a good bounce. The bounce in the sense is not going to be like 1%, 2% bounce, but I'm expecting it to be like 4 to 5% bounce from these levels minimum. So what I have the counts over here is the whole structure is most likely is like a 1, 2, 3, ABC 4, and we are in the wave 5 right now. Okay, and wave 5 ends between 1414 and 1618, something like this, but don't go on to 24,000. This is how it's most likely it's going to be. From there we can also go to 23,800, but that's going to be if it goes literally to 23,800 from here, it's going to invalidate this bullish wolf waves, and it's just going to give us some small bounce from here somewhere towards 26,500, and further going dump like this towards the lows. But if it's literally bounce, if we don't go 23,800 monthly naked POC, and we hold the levels of 24,082 practically, so the bounce would be somewhere like this, something like this we're going to get, and that bounce is most likely going to go towards quarterly opens 28,500, guys. So that's how I'm expecting on the lower some time frame for the Bitcoin, guys. I'm expecting one more push up, small push up on the M15, as I mentioned, 25,660 to 25,770, and from there dump towards 24,400 to $24,100, maybe even get 23,800. So the short levels I'm looking for is 25,660 to 25,770. The invalidation level is 25,915. That is going to be an invalidation for the shorts. If we do flip 25,915, I will have to say the bottom is in, local bottom, and you're most likely the dips are for buying, and the Bitcoin is most likely going to go towards 27,400, $27,100 levels. Similarly, ETH. But before I go to ETH, guys, let me just show you what I have here for ETH. It's not a good thing, guys. I forgot to tell you one more thing about Bitcoin. So let me just open a Binance chart, and this is the Binance chart, guys. You have the daily chart on the Bitcoin on Binance, and I'm just going to show you something. EMAs, okay? I'm just going to talk about the EMAs and the divergences. So despite the fact we don't have any bullish divergence on the RSI, but on the daily, yesterday was the first candle I mentioned on my corner as well, was the first of its candle that we closed under EMA 200, not only for Bitcoin but for Ethereum as well. So that was the first candle. But never mind, guys, I also mentioned that you need to see 2 consecutive candles, guys. Till you don't see 2 consecutive candles under this EMA 200, this dump can be a big fake out, and we can literally have a reversal move towards 27,600. You know, that is a possibility, is always there. So do not be do not be looking for a single closure. You always look for 2 consecutive candle closes, guys. Once you get 2 consecutive candle, that is a good understanding of the market, that the market has accepted this price for an asset. That's how it normally works. I'm looking at the 3-day chart as well. Just let's have a watch at the 3-day chart. It's going to be very interesting. The 3-day chart have already dumped under EMA 200 if we're talking about from the 3-day perspective. But a worse thing about this 3-day chart over here is that we have also lost close EMA 50 for the first time, and our EMA 50 is at 25,600. as you can see here on the levels, we have 25,612. so that also means that 25,660 to 25,700 is a good resistance on the 3-day, as well as on the lower time frame of rejection, as we do have EMA 50 of those levels. Till we are under, we can expect further down towards $24,000 levels, guys. 24,082 probably. So do not be bullish at this moment. Bull when we are flipping certain levels, reclaim it back, then we are going to talk about that we are bullish, as I mentioned, on the lower time frame. So that's what we have on the higher time frame on the Bitcoin. Ethereum, I'm just going to tell you one thing, guys. This chart speaks in itself. It's a big ABC, guys. Now if this is the bigger ABC, and for the first time we have closed under the levels that we have, the resistance right now is at 1703. Till we are under 1703, if you do happen to get any retest of 1700 to 1703, guys, it's a clean short. You don't want to miss this short. Your stop loss would be manual stop loss above $1,710 manual. Okay, not, and I would like to see it go towards 1500 and can even go towards a previous all-time highs of 30-40 cents. But this is really not bullish. Now the only way it can be bullish is it just goes something like this, one more wave down like this, and find support around somewhere to the close of 0.32 Fibonacci levels of 1512, accumulate and pump it back up like this for a third time. And this is a likelihood, if we are literally, and this can be A, B, and C like this. A possibility is always there, guys. If the bottom is in for ETH is going to do something like this. But if the bottom is not in for ETH, then it's not gonna pump towards 2000 one more time. But trust me, guys, if ETH bottom is in, this is how it's going to play. So we have to prepare ourselves. We're just going to play levels. 1512 is a very crucial level for us, and our stop loss should be under 1419. That's where our stop losses should be, and the manual stop losses, of course, and our take profit targets should be first at 1703. Flip 1703, and you should be eyeing for $2,000 for the ETH. Okay, XRP, what a perfect short, guys. Who can nail this short? I can nail it. Okay, of course. A 0.886 fib, 0.564. It was a perfect pico top for the XRP. Look at my corner. Even it went to 0.56 few days back. I gave this, a few days back I gave this target. It's just going to do something like this. Look at it, just went like 18.3% down. I had twice the limit for this short, and wow, this was the perfect play. And what I think right now is that it is most likely, in my view, that XRP is topped out. Of course, we're going to see some bounces here and there but after the bounce, I'm likely to expect XRP to do something like this in my view. So I think you would like to be bullish on XRP with whatever the news, whosoever partners or whosoever accepts XRP, I don't give a shit about it, but it's just going to do something like this in my view. So now I think we have covered everything. I'm not going to discuss much on alts at this moment. It's too late. I'm going to do another live stream tomorrow morning. If you are interested, do join. Total DeFi. There's something glitch in the DeFi. I'm not sure what exactly. What is the glitch? How can it pump so much? Web3 DeFi. Interesting. Every coin in the DeFi pumped? What the fuck? How can it no. DeFi, there is some glitch in this chart. I have to report to the Coinbase. Probably they will do it something about this chart. Or maybe let's check the daily if it has something. How can it be 57 billion? It was yesterday, so 34 billion. No, there's some, there's some issue over here. So I'm not going to discuss total DeFi. Now, very important thing about the total chart is that total have reached a big support, guys. It has reached the equilibrium. You see, equilibrium. This level has been a very crucial level in my view for a crypto market. So if you do happen to get a bounce, it is here. So I would say do not short when we literally test these levels or even do some fake out. No shorting these levels. You want to play scalp? You can play scalp for like $500 or $600. Just play scalp and khalas, end it. But do not try to short Bitcoin around $24,000 or $23,800. No, you don't short it there. If you short it, khalas, you're just going to get right badly. Yeah, if you play scalp, fine. Just play scalp. No play swing. You do not look for swings over there. You look for long swings over there, because the range is here. This is going to be the range. You lose the equilibrium, we're going to go down. But if we hold the equilibrium, if we see some accumulation over there, we're going to pump up towards 1.19 trillion. The whole market is going to pump. And that's how we're going to know whether the overall Bitcoin crypto market bottom is in or not. So practically, I think total is at a very crucial level, guys, which is something you need to keep or have eyes on. Okay. Nice. As I mentioned on the live stream, one more push up on the Bitcoin. Here is your push on the Bitcoin, guys. This is coming exactly to our short zone. I think it's already there. Actually, I missed my short, but I'm going to take it. Let it give one more push, and I'm going to take a shot at 25,700, 25,770 with invalidation of 25,900 with a target of 24,650 and $24,100. That would be the target, guys, because I see this move is to be clearly A, B, 1, 2 and 3 with a high volume, 4, and we are just doing the wave 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, something like this is what I would like to see. Invalidation 25,915, guys, so manage your risk for sure. Now let's talk about our final thing, gold. This was the trade I posted in my corner for the gold. Filled at 1937, I would say. My entry is 1937. My stop was manual around 1924, and I already made like more than 1 hour on this. Look at the gold, almost like 1.7 hour, and I'm eyeing more push on the gold, guys. So I'm just going to have expecting more push. Now let's talk about SPX. I think everyone over here wants to know what exactly and what kind of a level SPX is most likely going to go. Well, guys, SPX is very soon going to reach my $4,467.86 level target for the 702 Fibonacci level. If we are bullish, it's going to literally pump towards 4,700. If the whole market is bearish on SPX, we're going to reject 4,467.80x. 86, and we're just going to literally dump towards $4,000. So if SPX dumps, guys, what are the odds that Bitcoin pumps? Tell me. If SPX is this top, and if SPX from here dumps to 4,000, tell me what are the odds Bitcoin is pumping? No, there is no odds, guys. You have to accept that if XPX literally crashes, it dumps, it goes, this plan plays out, Bitcoin is going to go nuts. So whatever the long or shorts we're going to play, it's just for scalps. And I've been saying, whatever the longs you're going to take at 23,000 or 24,100, they are all scalps, guys. We're just going to probably ride it to 26,000, maybe 27,100, but those levels are for shorting again, for more dump, in my view. So this is what I have for SPX. That's all. Let's also look for one more chart for NQ. I think I had a levels for NQ as well. It should match. If it don't match, we have to get it match somehow. So this is still wave 3, guys, at 786 Fibonacci level is almost there. I was expecting the B wave to go towards 786, but not in a straight fashion. So as the wave 4 is missing, unfortunately. So NQF is going to have a move up, which is missing wave 4. Similarly with the SPX, slight move 4467, like this can do. It would be great if it does something like this. Amazing. I don't have any I really don't have any asset on US market. I've sold everything in the month of May, if you remember, because I was anticipating that it was very close to top to 2-3% bounce on SPX. Don't matter for me at this moment. That's all, guys. Thank you so much. Do not forget to fill the Bybit form. It's mentioned, and you can get a chance to win $1,000. So do not forget. If you don't know, if you're newly joined now on the stream, go and check out my pinned tweet. You'll find it. Thank you so much, and also join Watchworth group. Would like to support to create a Bybit account and trade. Thanks a lot. Have a nice night. Bye bye.